died about 30 seconds into the stream when you started.
Fantastic. I really hope that's not indicative of what's going to happen in about 30 seconds. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fair Play Racing League on a Thursday night. Here we are for the Tier 1 race in Japan as Bidley comes online. During my intro, thank you very much, Mr. Bidley. Let's just do not disturb this up in ear. So I'm your host, as always, David Lolface, on the Thursday, and I'm joined by the familiar sound of
It's your boy, Silverside. Boy.
it's your boy. He's going to try and make that his introduction, and I'm going to continue to take the mickey out of it.
Alright,
It's your boy. We like trying to be some kind of Poundland White Boy 7th Street.
No, it used to be my outro.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Not Russian.
No, that was my White Boy 7th Street impersonation. He used to talk like that because he's a twat. It's your boy. Oh
it used
dear.
to be my outro on my YouTube videos.
Oh wow, YouTube videos.
Oh, shut up.
Big hello in the chat to Cruiser. First one here. As always, as you can probably hear, some twat coming down my road in a motorcycle. So thank you very much. I'm not going to say that word on stream yet. It's too early to say the C slur. So anyway, it's Japan this week in FPRL. I hate the track. It's not good for pad users. I don't care what you say, Gary. It's a crap track and nobody likes it. But in the meantime, it's the return of Fliniesta. Fliniesta, of course, famous for absolutely being robbed of a race win around France by the game just deciding to throw his car upside down at the end of Sector 1. Yeah, very interesting insight, Gary. Thank you very much.
Sorry, my headphones disconnected. For a split second, I was talking, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, that was probably one of the funniest moments of the season so far. Not for Iniesta, obviously, but for everybody
else.
Yeah, everybody else who obviously didn't know what happened. But, yeah, that will probably be going at the end of the season.
Yeah, big shout out also to Hungary Tier 3.
Oh, yeah, that's another one.
The FIA decided to let that race finish one lap early.
I swear it was. We went past the 2 hour mark, obviously.
Yeah, of course. So anyway, first man on the lap is that man Fliniesta, and well, I think first things first, Gary. I'll tell you from experience, the most important thing is to avoid spinning in Sector 1.
You would have some experience of this.
Only 4 or 5 times.
There's a Red Bull. We don't want to, that's one thing we don't want. So we don't want to see any Red Bull shenanigans. Especially as it's with a Aston Martin again. I don't think we want to see that.
Yeah, so we've got. We do have both Red Bulls. I'm trying to figure out which.
Both for Nexus.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which teams have only got one.
Biddle is in the Williams, but he'll be here in a minute. And he's partnering up Rob Kelly, who's just arrived in the league.
Yeah. Never heard of him. Hope he's fast. So, I don't want to call it a lame duck at this point. But, so, kind of the championship is decided at this point, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's all about the fight for second now. Could say the same thing for tier 3, especially after last night.
Yeah, absolutely. And who is in that fight then in tier 1, Gary?
Bring it up. I can't bring it up because I can't see the standings for tier 1.
Good
But
job.
I will go another way. Hang on a second. Monkey did post the updated standings to our Twitter.
Oh. Yes, follow us on Twitter at FairPlayRL as Strobel moves out of the way to allow people to get past in Sector 1. Cruiser says, I've had police whiz past my house before. Mate, motorcycle is nothing. Yeah, but I think it's more that it puts me off. Oh, Drabel. Comes back on the track, puts his foot down, and then these he nearly loses it from the rears. Oh dear.
I'm on a set of medium tyres.
Yep, he's the only guy on the mediums at the moment.
Well, better than seeing Scotsman doing 2 sessions and sets of cards, then smacks it on pole in Q3.
I don't know if you saw that, Gary, but we nearly had Ferrari Civil War.
No, I didn't. Who was that between? Is that between?
Well, the Ferraris, obviously, you dum-dum.
Oh, there's Bidu. Oh. I have the standings, by the way.
Well, good. I'm gonna talk about what we just saw. We just saw Object Fungus coming out of the hairpin and towards Spoon. Nocco was on a cooldown lap, or an in lap, and he thought Object was on the right, and Object was on the. He thought Object was going on the left, so he pulled over to the right, and Object was already on the right. So yeah, Object has backed out of his lap, obviously, as you can see. Let's see the standings thus far. We're getting a few people cross the line as Colin is sideways in Sector 1. Not ideal from the Haas man.
Come on, Colin. You're a fan favourite now.
Yeah, Rob Kelly goes P2 with a 130.4. So it's a good lap from that man. We've got a Red Bull coming round. He's not on a lap. Is that Revengezilla? He's not on a lap. Monkey Boy Kurt is in the pits. Yorkie is... I mean, he is on a lap, but he's pretty much run out of energy. I think he's got a nice little tow around from Yorkie. For Yorkie.
Oh, he's coming in anyway.
Coming into pits. So, okay, let's take a look at Henkers, who's on his out lap. Is anyone on a bloody fast lap at the moment? Apart from Zilla.
Henkers has just gone onto his flying lap.
Oh, Drobel. We missed Drobel go a 129 on the mediums. Fantastic.
Christ alive.
And there goes Object Fungus on that second lap. On the softs. He goes 3 tenths fast. 3 tenths? 1 tenth. Yep, just 1 tenth faster than Drobel on the mediums. We'll stick with Enkers for the moment. There's TS9 in the chat. Nervy times. It's nervy times for the man, apparently. It's not nervy times for me. It's tired times for me. As Henkers goes around Spoon pretty nicely indeed. Now down the long run to 130R flat out, of course, in these cars. Keep it well within the lines and hit your braking spot into the last chicane. Cuts the corner very nicely and hugs the inside somewhat to the exit. He goes P9. He's in the 130s as well.
I don't, as Colin's now gone up to P4 or 130.4.
Up the Colin.
Colin.
Oh, Zilla.
What's the other one?
It's just straight line the last chicane. Twat. Oh dear.
Did he invalidate his time beforehand?
I'm going to assume he did.
Speaking of the Haas, well, we got a bit of a break, David. What do you make about Haas dumping Schumacher and bringing in Hulkenberg?
I mean, clearly they've got a driver in with plenty of experience in Nico Hulkenberg. Of course, he'll fit pretty well alongside Kevin Magnussen. But I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense to them. Maybe the sponsorship money for Mick was sort of not as good, or I don't know. I don't think Mick's done that badly. Obviously there's a lot of weight on his shoulders, you know, with his dad being who he is, but honestly, I don't think it'll be long until we see Mick back in an F1 car, because I don't think he did that badly.
No, I think he did, because you think when he came into Formula 1, he was in that Haas, which was, at that time, the worst car on the grid.
By a mile.
By a mile. And he had a teammate in Nikita Mazepin, who basically got everything he wanted. Got all the upgrades and everything, because his dad put a lot of money into the team. But as soon as they booted him out, and I think I've heard that Haas are actually struggling very much with debt, and they're actually a team working on a budget now. That also might be the reason why they've had to drop Schumacher, because Hulkenberg being older and obviously out F1, he might take a pay cut a bit more, less wages than Schumacher would. So maybe that might be a thing, but honestly, I don't expect to see Haas, maybe, if it is true, maybe being on the grid in the next maybe 3, maybe 4 seasons.
Yeah, they're going to need to get some good finishes onto their belt. Of course, not doing too badly this season, and that will be good enough to award them some decent money in the constructors. But yeah, it's a tough business.
Yeah.
Why are you?
Because Yorkie's only 2/10 off from the Tier 1 champion in Q1.
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah, Yorkie.
I've been made aware we need to go down to Ari Ferrari. We need to watch for Ari Ferrari lines.
Oh, go on then, TS9. I'm only aware of one Ali Ferrari line here, and to be honest, it's not even that bad. But for the sake of it, let's follow the man around as he attempts a lap for the second time after invalidating his first.
I'm going to do it now. You watch.
Probably not, but he probably knows that we're watching him. So let's try our very best to not put him off in Sector 1.
Oh, watch, it spins now. You watch. It'll spin.
Nah, Ali Ferrari doesn't spin, mate. Gone
Well,
purple,
we can say that about
supposedly in
last
Sector 1.
year's. last season's Ali Ferrari, you could say that, but this season's Ali Ferrari, can't really say that much about him.
Well, you can, because I did. So, suck it. As here we go, it's the big moment. He's down to Spoon. Oh, will you look at that? He's kept it between the lines, Gary.
He's smiling his ass off. He's like, I knew they would mention that. If you watch his time trial lap, he does go completely off. And
Well, yeah,
all the
but
speed
so
in
do
that
half
time.
of the people on the time trial leaderboard.
Yeah, but they're not part of the league, so it doesn't really matter about them. Jesus, Ali.
Very
It's a very
aggressive
tight-
with the curbs. And, well, it's clearly doing well for him because he goes fastest by 4/10. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Gary. Meanwhile, the man down in last position at the moment is Revenzilla. He is on his second attempt at a flying lap. Coming round to Spoon Corner now, and not the cleanest, but it'll do between the lines. And I'm sure he'll be looking to get himself safe and into Q2. He breaks down into the final chicane. Put to the floor around the last corner, DRS open. And at the moment that is P13 for your boy. Let's hop back to Mr. Bidley, who is 4 seconds up as Monkey Boy's pulled out of his lap, so we'll stay with Mr. Bidley. I hope Monkey Boy gets out of his way. Bit of a messy couple of last corners there from Mr. Biddle himself, and he goes across the line in P11 at the moment then. So in trouble with 43 seconds left to go is, well, Hinkers, Gopher, Monkey and Revan. Monkey Boy has started his last lap. Gopher is getting his across the line. Fliniesta's had some troubles. He spun it at Spoon Curb, so I don't think he's going to get another lap in. So Fliniesta could be out at the start. Let's stick with the Monkey Man coming round.
He's a 10th down already.
Well, you saw it. And there you go, there's Fliniesta across the line. He's not improving. Now what can Monkey do? Well, Monkey's seen those around him go up. You know what they say, Gary? Monkey see, Monkey do.
Monkey do.
He's
down 2/10.
Yeah, but he might have fluffed it in the last sector. So Monkey now hugs the line. And he stays out of the points then. Monkey starts P17. And Revenzilla also going out. So that's all she wrote. For Q1.
Wow, that's surprising for Monkey, because I know Monkey likes actually Japan.
He loves Japan. He gets very friendly.
Season 2.
He gets very friendly with the pit wall around here, I heard.
By the way, he told me a couple of weeks before, he goes, I know we're coming up to Japan, but can you please, you and David, please not mention that, please?
Oh, guess what?
So, sorry mate, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, we've definitely done it.
Yeah, no, that was the season where Monkey was absolutely flying and actually was...
Yeah.
Strange to say, was actually faster than Ali Ferrari. I wasn't here very long, so I didn't actually know many of the drivers back then. But I knew Ali from the first race was one of the top drivers. But yeah.
Yeah, sums up Monkey Boy's night. He's just put in the tier 1 members lounge. F me, I'm so
Should we get him in here and have a chat with him?
should we I'll tell you what, you can try, but I'm gonna start a round of F's in chat for Monkey, who has not got game. Why are we waiting? Apparently Biddle's fraud of the day. He did promise a few drivers that he was here to show them up. One of the drivers he promised to show up was AMS Drive, who's currently 7 tenths faster than him.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Biddle would never sharp bloody AMS Drive.
I bet Biddle could drink drive under the table.
Yeah, I think you could drink him under the table, but
Well,
that's the only time.
I also think that Biddle could beat him at Crazy Golf.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, he's here just in time for me to go have a wee. Thanks, Gary.
So I think went wrong. Started texting speech for your party. Try again in a bit. Okay, thanks, game. Here he is. Monkey, are you there? Oh. Oh, anyway, bottom 4. Dude didn't read them out. Whoops. As we get underway for, waiting to get underway for Q2. Looks like Biddle and some other lead drivers below 10th are going to need to improve if they want to get themselves through.
Hello, boys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So while we're waiting for people to get out of the track, so Monkey, what happened? Was there just a few mistakes on that last run, or was it just lack of practice?
Bit of both, really. Yeah, that wasn't great. Sector 1 was really bad for what I've been doing in time trial. I've done a bit of time trial, but not too much. But no, I just couldn't get a lap together, really. The first run I actually disconnected, and I think that run probably would have put me through because it was a 30.7. I think I was on for a faster time, but yeah, is what it is. I wasn't expecting too much. I know I've liked this track before, but without lots of practice, I wasn't expecting too much. But I would have liked to go out of Q1, but we'll just have to see how we do in the race now, I guess.
Yeah, I've just seen Gopher spin on turn 1 coming out the pits. Oh dear. Another thing, we'll keep going on. What have you got to say about on your teammate tonight, Yorkie?
Oh, he's done me, isn't he, already? So
Ford, isn't he? He's a zapped Ford. Do not let him back in tier 2. He can stay in tier 1 for all I care.
well, we'll see how he does now. I mean, yeah, he's through. Yeah, I didn't get the best lap. I should have been through, but we'll see how he does. I mean, he was all right last week in Singapore as well. Got quite a good result. So yeah, it's also nice to see some of these drivers that have been in different tiers the majority of the season, kind of experimenting with different ones, see how they do, obviously. And yeah, he's doing all right at the moment. He's taking the first lap of this Q2, I believe, as well. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how he does as he goes through turns 1 and 2. Very clean. Doesn't use as much exit curve as some other drivers, and he's going to try and stay off the curb as much as he can. Even though he's on full traction, it probably wouldn't affect him. Never mind!
And there's the curse.
There's the curse. Can we clip that one? Can we clip that one, please?
Yikes.
That was one of the best curses I've done so far.
Oh dear.
We're gonna get a message from Yorkie later going, what was this about you saying not to come? Oh dear.
Right, who's actually on a lap here? Got Colin on a lap. Up the
Oh, it's Aston's fun. But Iniesta's gone for a spin again. Under the bridge.
Oh, Bidley's out.
Biddle.
Oh, Bidley's done. Dunlop curb has done him in. Bidley's done. It's like literally like about 12 o'clock on Saturday night. Bidley was done then as well. So Colin now comes across the line. That's a 130.2. Needs to go faster, I think. Yorkie straight in pits. Drobel. Who's Gary talking to?
Okay. That's
Drobel.
not me.
Oh, Drobel.
That's Monkey's missus.
Oh, sorry, Liv. All I heard was a strangely quiet noise, and I just assumed it was Gary.
Nah, she laughed when I said, "Oh, don't go on the cards and spins." I heard her laugh straight away.
Yeah. So Drobel did a 128 on softs. Mr. Object Fungus is coming across the line now. How can he respond? Is he in the 28s too? He's not, and he's nowhere near. Yikes. Drobel throwing down the gauntlet early on. Nocco doing a fantastic job as well. But neither of the Ferrari drivers can touch the McLaren man, and I'm sure you'll be happy about that.
Yes, I am, but I'm more worried about as Drobel will probably put himself. He's got all the pace in one lap pace, but struggles to not make mistakes like in Zandvoort this year. Absolutely miles in front of everyone, made one mistake, spun, and it cost him the win. So hopefully today, fingers crossed, that won't happen.
Yeah. So Lizard King ops to the mediums in Q2. As we jump on board with the newcomer, Mr. Rob Kelly, with a rather splendid name. Splendid? Splendid. Splendid name. That is. It's pretty up there, Rob Kelly.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously not to be confused with R. Kelly. Oh dear. Let's stay away from R. Kelly jokes, shall we?
Yeah, a little information on Rob Kelly. Obviously just joined earlier today. Was introduced to this league by Lizard King, so those two are, I think, friends.
As Lizard King goes P6, 130.3 on the mediums, and that's pretty respectable. Yeah,
Yes,
must be said. Let's put him in P6 at the moment.
Just still can't believe Drobel's done a 28.8.
I can absolutely
Q2.
believe that.
The second fast in Object.
See what Rob Kelly does. He's in the 129s and he's split the two Ferraris. Rob Kelly P3 at the moment then. Oh, Yorkie's done. He's done it at the same place as Bidley did.
Has he done
curb.
that on purpose? Has he done that? So he's like, nah mate, I'm not that fast, I binned it.
No, I think to be fair, Dunlop, you avoid the inside curb as Rob Kelly's about to do here. Maybe a little bit quicker than that on a hot lap though.
He was just making sure. He was following the. He was following the. Oh, who was that behind? Colin. Who was that going past? It was
Drive.
Alf. Ah, did he block Drive?
I don't think he did. I think he knew where to move aside. Drive, at the very least, is still on his lap. So we're going to stick with him at the moment. Takes a fantastic line through Spoon. Look at that. That is smooth. He
Perfection.
is. Yeah, absolute perfection. This man knows how to place his car on a track. Is he FPRL's smooth operator? Would you say, Gary? I mean,
yes.
Between his driving style and his voice, Mr. Toby Cyril really is.
I think Soprano might have him there also. If you heard him on commentary yesterday.
Yeah, but Soprano's not so smooth when it comes to racing. Trust me.
That is very mean.
I mean, it's not too mean. I think he'll be the first to agree with me, Mr. Liam Brosby.
I think he's not the smartest one when it comes to fuel. As in the last 2 races, he's ended up running out of fuel.
That is more than fair enough. But I tell you what, I have big respect for the man jumping in comms during quali last week. Not last week, yesterday.
Gave me a bit of a rest. My God.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of people needing a rest, of course, earlier on in the week I was commentating with TJ in TTL, and yeah, that man's throat, I assume you watched it as well, Gary. His throat was fucked.
I think that may have been more down to the weekend he had a couple of days beforehand.
Well, either way, I hope you're on the mend, Mr. TJ, if you're here. Hope you're on the mend.
Also
hope you're ready for the next sesh.
And well, hopefully next time I'll be there.
We'll see.
Now Ads is going to be able to drive us up there, passing the theory test.
Yep, he's so good passing his theory test. Has he booked his? Has he booked his practical?
23rd of March next year.
Jesus Christ!
It is honestly trying to book practicals is like they're 6 months behind because of COVID, and they're still trying to catch up.
Yeah,
no problems with a motorbike. It's because I was able to get my 250 license now.
Have you done it though?
Yes, I passed. 4-day course passed.
When was that?
Last time I was on holiday, end of October.
Does that mean you can ride without L plates now then?
Yes.
Woohoo!
I ripped them off, and yeah, so I can now technically go on motorbikes.
Now it's one less thing for people to steal off your bike. Now they've got direct access to the number plates.
They've already stolen the number plate like 3 times. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Yorkie in the chat. That's gone well. It definitely has. Fliniesta trying out some Ali Ferrari lines there. Not ending too well.
I think it's more talking about his own thing than Fliniesta.
Well, yeah, I was talking about it as well, and then I segued into what I was seeing on screen, Gary. Come on, catch up.
This is why you're the head comms and I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, what are you doing, Lizard King? I don't know what I just witnessed. He, like, completely forgot how to drive for a second there.
Stopped.
Just stopped on the inside.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Sorry, Lizard King, but my 5-year-old nephew can take that corner better than you.
Yeah. Ads has joined us in the chat. Hello, Ads. He has retired in 8th. Interesting. That is either very bold or he didn't want to do another lap.
Well, we know that could go badly. I think it was David that retired in the box a bit too early. Or was that Soprano? I think it was it was Soprano yesterday. He retired in P7 and eventually went down to P15. So, it can work, but also it can't work.
Yep, indeed. So we're going to stay on board with Lizard King. Hopefully he remembers how to drive this lap. Doing turn 1 very nicely there. And navigating the left, right, left, right, left, right, up Dunlop. Gets on the exit curb there midway through, but has done all right. He's maintained some pretty good pace as he puts his foot down a bit too much on the curb there. Had to correct it. Object Fungus retires from the session. So Lizard King out of the hairpin, now down to the long right-hander going towards Spoon Curb. Touches the inside curb a little bit, but gets away with it pretty clean. Doesn't quite maximise the exit, but a good line nonetheless. Now the long straight into 130R, keeps it pinned, spots your braking point, and rides the curbs pretty well. Gonna hug the inside, gonna get his front right all grassy, and he's up into P5. Good lap there from Lizard King.
Collins just under a 10th up on his lap time, so he's on the bubble at the moment, so he's going to need to improve if he wants to stay in.
Yeah. So interestingly, I'm seeing Object Fungus retired in the pits. He's not completely safe here. There's some quick drivers here towards the bottom. As here comes Colin. A fan favourite is our Colin. Takes the last corner very nicely indeed. He's going to run towards the line. And that is P7 for the Haas.
Because Brookie 4 tenths up.
Yeah.
Object into 9th.
And Brookie's gone to 9th at the moment. Henkers is 7 tenths up, nearly 8 tenths up. He needs some more improvement in the last sector to make it count. And Henkers to the line. Does he knock Iniesta out? He does! And Gopher comes into the pit. So, right at the end, Fliniesta with a 30.1 is knocked out.
That's very close for Object Fungus.
Yeah.
He's probably like panicking away now. Oh dear.
I don't know what he would have to panic about. He's already won the title. He's already won the Constructors' title with his teammate Nocco in P4. In your face, Mr. McLaren man.
But are you winning it in Tier 2?
Yeah, literally, tier 2 Ferrari in the mud. Have been in the mud all season. Honestly, it's
just...
the only constant we've had in Tier 2 is Belente. And Belente, don't get me wrong, he's an absolute goat. But it's this year's game is definitely not working for him.
Yeah, could obviously do you think Tier 2 will go to the end, David? Last race?
I don't know.
I
don't know how close it is, to be honest.
Well, I know there's the top 3 are separated by 35 points with 5 rounds left to go.
Well, I think there's a pretty good chance it could very well go to the last one then. Obviously, I'm hoping for certain drivers to win it.
I wonder who those are, David.
Yeah, well, I think there's no shame in suggesting that I want Eagle to win it, but unfortunately he's out the running, mate.
Wow, he's not even a
Team Fish Face and all that.
On a very team fish
Lord,
face.
that cloudy.
Get Lizard King back in.
Get Lizard. Well, off you go then. It's your job, your co-coms.
Yeah, well, Xbox is having a funny 5 minutes and not allowing me to look at the list of players. Got him now, got him. Taking a while to load.
There he is. Good old Lizard King. Oh, the first man out is the people's favourite. He's going to get some stream time. It's the Colin. Colin comes out in the first. He's going to set our first lap. Hopefully in Q3. He's got a Mercedes right behind him. And
Two
let's see.
Mercedes right behind him.
Look, have you noticed what happens when I try and switch camera angles in the first sector?
Yeah, I noticed it last night. In certain corners, it will immediately switch to, like, on the TP pod. And then once you get out of Sector 1, it then allows you to change, out of Dunlop, it allows you to change to the off-board. It did it in Singapore as well, through the over the bridge section. I don't know if they've added that, or was that just a... I'm going to say it's a bug, because this whole game's a bug at this point.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
All in favour of going back to 2021 for next year's season?
Season? It's funny you should say that, Gary. Because we're going to be running a social race on Sunday on F1 2021. Because this game is so shit.
Have we found what the race track's going to be?
No, because the poll's not gone up yet. Mate, we're going to have a selection of tracks to choose from. Maybe we can tease one or two of those during the stream. Don't know, maybe. So first of all, obviously, it's not going to be Monaco. Oh, Colin. Oh, Colin. Off he goes.
Oh.
Off you go, Colin.
Oh, what save though?
I would not paying attention.
Not Irish. Oh my word! Ali's just had a massive snap. Coming out with Dunlop, gets caught on the curb and he's caught it at about 150 miles an hour.
Yeah, well,
Christ.
He's not the Season 3 Tier 1 champ for no reason, Gary. Admittedly, he's not been great this season. But he's showed moments. He has shown his moments. Unfortunately, no one in FPRL can touch Object Fungus. And I think even this far into the game cycle, I don't think anyone's really got anywhere near him in terms of race and one lap pace. Drobel obviously fantastic at one lap pace, as is Nocco. Nocco has qualified better than his teammate a few times this season, but neither of them seem to be that good in the race as Ali Ferrari goes across the line with a 29.4. His teammate, that was a shit lap. So Brookie sets a 130.8 and going faster is AMS Drive. Outdone by the McLaren of Drobel. So there you go, 1/10 ahead, and yeah, like yesterday then, the times not looking as good as they were in Q2, although maybe that's just Drobel being 3/10 slower.
I wouldn't say that, because I know Reese did a 29.7
Reese sucks
in Q2, and then in Q3 he did a 29.8, and then out of nowhere the Godfather comes in with a 29.7 and takes pole.
Yeah, but he's a fraud, isn't he? So
yeah, Scotsman's going up to tier 2 next season,
definitely going up tier 2.
along with Fish Sticks.
Yeah,
Diamond's staying down in tier 3.
yeah, definitely.
David's moving up.
Yeah, I'm going straight to tier 1. I'm too OP.
Yeah. So I'll have to take up the commentary duties now.
Yeah, well, unfortunately that also means that I'll have to commentate over your races full time.
Well, yeah. Well,
actually, to be fair, I heard you're going into tier 1 as well, so.
Yeah, it's rumours, so this might be my last season with you on a Thursday. I might be going back to where I used to be on the Friday.
On the Friday? Oh, right.
Comms
on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also getting darker.
I said that at the start of the sessions, you twat.
Yeah.
But you weren't paying attention.
No, it's getting more darker. I don't know if there's any chance of rain.
Just get the people back in the lobby. I don't know who left, by the way. I think it was Ads.
I don't actually know who. Oh, it was King.
Ads 1 was definitely 1. And Lizard King has rejoined. I suspect that... Wait a minute. No, it wasn't rain. It wasn't rain I just saw. Never mind. Panic over. I thought we'd have to sit around for 4 minutes doing nothing. Because the rain came.
Well, I don't want to say this because it might jinx it, but I am hoping for maybe a safety car tonight.
Why? Just so nobody runs out of fuel the way that Mr.
That, and also to spice up the order.
To spice up your life. Here you go.
Obviously, there was a
Gary,
few drivers.
#1 Spice Girls fan. You heard it here first.
I thought you were going to make an old Spice joke.
No. But don't touch the stuff, Gary. I don't touch the stuff. But if you want to trade in Spice, then that's up to you, mate. Anyway.
Right, so, David, we've been given a message. Can you please keep an eye on my car and message me if I'm laggy? Got a feeling I might be because of the internet. And that's from Monkey.
Well, Monkey, you're not in this qualifying session, so I can't tell you if your car's fucking laggy or not.
We'll watch on the formation.
Do I have to? No, I'll tell you what, I'll go through the grid. Right, I'll cycle through the grid. You just look at Monkey Boy and also go through the grid. Sound. Cheers, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, Colin. I'm definitely not showing favourites here, but he looks pretty clean through Sector 1, up Dunlop curb. Keeps it pretty much pinned to the floor as he comes into Degner 1 and Degner 2. Getting it slowed down very nicely indeed. It says purple. I don't believe it. Who cares? Let's go, Colin. Let's go. Gary, your lack of enthusiasm for Colin is absolutely kidding me.
I was letting you get in your flow, David.
Yeah, Scotsman's in the chat. Scotsman knows
Yeah,
what it's
speaking-
like. Up the Colin.
Yeah, speaking of, we were talking about The Godfather, and he has Shao appear.
Of course he
Obviously, there's
appears.
no Rangers football.
He knows
Maybe
when you're
potentially not.
sleeping, Gary. He knows when
That's
you're
just
awake.
That's very creepy.
Oh dear, come on Colin. Through the last couple of
Come on,
corners.
Colin. You can do it. Do a Yarno up there. Get on pole. Take it straight on pole.
Oh, P6 for Colin. Gets into the 29s. But that's not ideal from the Haas man. He's not going to be thrilled with that. So we got a couple of drivers. Lizard King's going to need to come out very soon if he wants. Did he come back in? I'm sure I saw him come back in.
Did
Well, there he is. He's coming out now. He might have left it too late, you know, Gary.
Oh. Yeah, he has. It's a minute and 20. Unless he cuts a few corners to make us get on a lap. But
I'm sure he couldn't possibly do that. So I'm sure you're going to keep an eye on him. Ali Ferrari starts his lap. Drobel is not on his lap. AMS Drive is the furthest. And he's got a 29.2 to beat to improve. Currently sat on the second row. This is devilishly close here at the top.
I'll read out Scotsman's message.
Let's read Scotsman's message. Just remember, Gary, but running Balls and Cook. Fantastic. Thank you for that insight, Scotsman. I think he wants to take you on a date. He wants to play football and cook for you, obviously. I definitely didn't
Drobel's
misread
5
that.
temps up. Drobel's
Of course, Drobel's 5 temps up, Gary. You're supposed to be looking at Lizard King. Oh, Lizard King.
Oh,
To be honest,
really good. That was quite impressive. That was.
what is he doing? Oh, that's AI. Oh dear. Ali Ferrari goes fastest. I completely fucking blanked there. Ali Ferrari goes fastest. And Drobel's still 5 temps up. Who else have we got? We got Nocco on a lap.
Up now.
Who's up now? What? Drobel?
Drobel's 6 temps up as he comes into the final corner.
Yeah, there you go. It's going to be a low 28 for sure. It's a mid 28. 5 temps up. Drobel sticks himself on pole for the moment. As there's been an incident up with AMS Drive, was that?
But he'd already finished.
Yeah, I know, but I think it was Henkers going round. Objects only goes P3, gets into the 28s. Nocco he got, comes to the line. Rob Kelly finish in front. Nocco goes on the second row with his teammate.
Colin.
Colin does improve. So that's good stuff from the Haas driver. Henkers has spoon it, and he's moving out the way for an AI. How do you feel, Mr. Alfa Romeo?
I've noticed a lot of drivers are wearing that Aces crash helmet at the moment.
Yeah, obviously all paying homage to Diamond Dushi and his incredible poker skills. The man's never played poker in his life, but he absolutely cleaned out 4 of us.
Oh, did he?
Absolutely shocking.
Did he clean you guys out at pool as well?
I wasn't there for the pool, but I'm pretty sure I would have wiped the floor with him.
Don't think much.
Alright, Yorkie. Calm your tits, love. It's the end of qualifying, Gary. Thoughts?
Yeah. Global just absolutely dominating. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be I'm really surprised with Rob Kelly's pace.
Yeah, Dryball definitely needs a urine test, and a fuel sample. Not necessarily in that order. So yeah, there's your top 10. We'll go through it in a minute on the grid. But Lizard King not setting a time in Q3. Not ideal, as I think his AI managed to fraud him out. I think he might have paused it in frustration after spinning at the last corner, to be fair. So anyway, Gary, it's Thursday night, mate.
Yeah.
What did you have for dinner?
I had spaghetti bolognese.
Ooh, a spag bowl, very nice. Are you a cheese with your spag bowl, man, or just a humble garlic bread?
Well, I had some parmesan on top.
Ooh, parmesan, ladies and gentlemen. Gary is
Usually
moving
have
up
just
in the
mature
world.
cheddar.
Mature cheddar. Up the cheddar.
Yeah.
The only cheese there is.
I like Gouda at the moment.
To be fair, yeah, I love cheese. Well, all right. So here's a rather divisive cheese for you all to comment on. Stilton, or any sort of blue cheese. What we saying, Gary?
I can't eat the stuff that's like really, really mouldy because I know the more
I mean,
moulds on it,
cheese is just
the more.
mould.
Well,
But
I think
yes,
there's no.
strictly speaking, the more mould, the stronger it is. But
Yeah. I do like a very strong bit of Stilton. Like, if it's not, if you're not going, then it's not for me. It's got to be like you have to like poor face when you're eating it. That's when you know you got a good bit of Stilton.
yeah, fair enough. What we saying in the chat?
Bruiser's mocking me. Man's feeling fancy tonight. Cheese with the spaghetti.
Cheese with the spaghetti.
Only because you just eat bloody spaghetti on its own and probably have it with a knife and fork.
Super noodles with a knife and fork.
Yeah, Cruiser. Oh, shots at me.
Did
It's a pot noodle, shots? Man. Shots.
Who wants to do shots?
No. Oh. Not after the whole week. The whole wave thing. I don't want to see any
So
more
welcome
shots.
to the inaugural version of the FPRL drinking game. Well, let's put it this way: it wouldn't be the inaugural, and it's not going to be that fun because Collateral Ads isn't racing. Obviously, the host has been sick of hearing us talk about food, so he's opted to go.
Donkey yesterday was like, I never thought I'd hear Gary talking about the Uzbekistan scoreline because I was going through the football trying to make up something to pass the time.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
And now we're talking about cheese.
Cheese, yeah, but cheese is fantastic, mate. The cheese markets are the one, and the pork markets. Up the pork markets.
Oh, please say there is a formation. Oh, thank God.
Republic of Ireland are losing to Norway.
Is Harlan playing?
I don't know, but he's not the one that scored.
Is that Gopher? What have you just... What? Middle? Have you just... What? Middle's just bashed into the pit wall.
Good job, Bidley.
So you're not paying attention.
Yeah. So, Gary. Actually, before I start, the entire grid, like in real life, is in a sandwich. Unfortunately, it's not a cheese sandwich. It's a McLaren sandwich.
So it's an orange sandwich.
And we'll start at the back with Master Revan in the McLaren. Let's take a look at what tyres everyone's on. So Master Revan P19. In P18 is the Red Bull of Lexus. P17 is Monkey Boy, who is or is not lagging currently. I don't know. Gary's the one keeping an eye on that. P16 is Revenge Zilla.
They were a bit of a crash into the same wall.
Yorkie in P15. He is opting for the hard tyre. P14 is Bidley. Very lucky to not be disqualified. P13 is Gopher. P12 is Ads number 1. And P11 is Finiesta. Take it away, Gaza.
In P10 we have Lizard King in the first of the Alpha Romeos. With his teammate of Henkers in front of him, both with different strategy, one on medium, one on hard. P8 we have Brookie Min, further down where Yuri is. P7 we've got the fan favourite Cullen. In P6 we've got the new boy of Robert Kelly in a great forefront in P6. In P5 we've got AMS Drop or Toby Cyril. We love you, Toby. We do. In P4 is Knocker. We got P3 is his teammate of Object Fungus and already champion. So this is just a fun race for himself. P2 is Ali Ferrari, and our pole man for tonight is the other McLaren of Drobel.
Not that the game would have you think that, because obviously this is what I want to do, stare at a big Honda sign game.
You should stay on the Honda sign. I've got a different one. I've got one. Oh, go on board with Object. Maybe you could have a better...
Yeah, it's somewhat a better
good
start. I could always go on AMS Drive and see that beautiful helmet. Don't know. Object Fungus then. I can't see the lights, Gary. Away they go! There is no lights. Who cares? And it's been a pretty torrid start for some of the drivers. I don't know who, but I saw a lot of red arrows there as Drobel's got away very nicely indeed. Ali Ferrari still in second place. Nocco then gets in front of his teammate. Well, no, he was in front of his teammate anyway. Brookie up.
No, he's behind.
Oh, who cares? Right, yes. So Brookie's up 3 places into P5. Rob Kelly's staying sound at P6. It's AMS Drive who's had a pretty torrid time of the start. And let's have a look towards the back. There's some fighting going on. There's yellow flags out. Monkey Boy has got past his teammate. And Yorkie now fending off from Bidley in P18. Lexus finds himself towards the back of the grid after having what I can only describe as some form of moment on lap 1. Lexus has left the session, Mr. Gaza. I'm sure you're on that already. So yeah, Master Revan having a pretty good start. He's up 4 places as Drobel completes the first lap. We'll stay on board as AMS Drive is on the back of Rob Kelly. Is not going to make an impact into turn 1. Revenge Zilla doing pretty well up into P11, and he's right on the back of Ads 2. He looks to be struggling on those hard tyres.
Yeah, they're going to take 3 to 4 laps just to warm up.
Yeah, nice to see the timing boards are screwed up.
Well, we can tell at the moment that Ali Ferrari is actually struggling to keep up with Drobel.
Yeah, the gap is already up to 2 seconds. Ali gaining down the straight. Drobel looks like he's got him in the corners.
Oh,
Gopher's round.
No. Oh, I think there was slight contact with Henkers. I have no idea how he hasn't collected anybody.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's not gone well for Gopher at the start. He was the sole man on the soft tyres. Presumably would have tried to make a real difference here at the start.
Oh no! Oh dear.
Context.
No.
Context.
Rookie Rob Kelly and Amos Drive just tried to go 3 wide into the far corner, and Rookie's slightly made contact, and unfortunately Kelly and Drive had to go over the chicane, and Drive picked up the 3-second time penalty out of it.
Yikes, not ideal for the AlphaTauri man. I'm pretty sure that's not the first week in a row that he's... Oh, Brookie's gone wide! Oh, what?
He's ghosting.
He is inside of Ads 1.
Oh.
Oh, that's what happened there. The game done booted him out. That makes sense. So Brookie is going to need to get back in the sesh. Are you sending people invites, Gary?
Yes, I am. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm doing it.
Who's close? Who's close? Nocco's pretty close to Ali. 3 tenths. Amos Drive.
Rob Kelly again.
Amos Drive on the back of R. Kelly. Oh, there's some to-in and throw-in from second and third. Nocco went a little bit wide there, and that allowed Ali to get back past. And importantly, he's got himself a DRS. I think Ali played a little bit of cheeky DRS chicken there. AMS Drive does get past R. Kelly.
Is that what we're doing then now?
Until I'm told otherwise, it's R. Kelly.
David, I don't think we can call him R. Kelly just for
Why? It's not as if I'm making a joke about him pissing on 15-year-olds, is it? Jesus. That's his literal initials. R, then Kelly.
Meanwhile, Joe was just having a Sunday drive at this point.
Yeah. Go well. Oh, Fliddy's gone. Fliddy's in the wall. Under the bridge.
On the ball.
Fliddy is near the back, and Lexus nearly spins it out of the hairpin. Who's close on track? Oh, there's a train. There's a bit of a train going on between second and ninth. All aboard the alley train. Choo choo.
Where's the king? Going for a dive on R. Kelly.
Gary, you can't call him that, for God's sake.
Oh, fuck off. But the king is now going to go for the DRS move up the inside into turn 1.
Yeah, DRS slipstream.
Yeah, what move?
Yeah, good move. Committed on corner entry, and Rob Kelly did really well to know when to back out there. Too many drivers would have tried to hang out around the outside at turn 1, but it's nice to see some drivers with their heads screwed on the right way. Apparently Ali's feeling confident for the race.
Drive's gone, oh!
Oh, Drive, no! Ads is... What? No, he's still there. Is that Dunlop curb? It is, and Drive has stacked it.
He's nearly killed somebody else. He's nearly killed Lexus, who's just probably had a heart and mouth moment.
Yeah, absolutely. At least he's not last. In fact, he's not even second to last at the moment. So AMS Drive is gonna pick himself up by the bootstraps, and well, he's got to get going once again. He's 5 seconds back from Lexus as it stands. And what that means is this DRS train has been broken. Lizard King now back in P5. He's got a 1.2 gap in front of him. And is that going to invite Rob Kelly on a return into turn 1? No, he's not quite close enough. So he will go through in the lead through sector 1. Meanwhile, Monkey Boy gets passed by Master Revan into what I can assume was turn 1 as Monkey mounts a curb. The yellow flags are out. I think that's for Gopher. Now, one thing was it drive? Alright. Yeah, so the one thing I noticed at this track last night, Gary, was that you can bring out a yellow flag in sector sector 1, and it puts a yellow flag in sector 3 as well.
Yeah, that confused me many times because I thought it was a safety car, but then realising, hang on a minute, why is it not yellow in sector 2?
Absolutely, yeah, it's just fantastic coding, fantastic proximity. Of course, this is a figure of 8 track. There aren't many of them on the calendar. In fact, I think it's the only one, isn't it?
Yes. I think Singapore is very close to being a figure of 8.
Yeah, but unfortunately, there's too many rules and not enough racing, so Singapore doesn't count. I'm sure that makes sense to someone. Didn't make sense to me. Anyway, Monkey Boy's losing the back of Master Revan. He's got no ERS. Oh, and that looked a bit like a brake check there. But Monkey Boy's pulled over because maybe there was a small tap in the back from the Monkey Man, and he's opted to. He's opted to give the space back, and Lexus just invites himself into the party then, and he's just had Monkey Boy for breakfast.
He's just had his pants down.
Yep.
Oh,
I wouldn't dare say I'm jealous. Oh, Bidley, no!
Oh. Thanks, God.
Bidley's binned it.
Oh, piss off, Gabe.
What? On the right-hand side at Degner?
I think they've got caught curbs. Oh, Biddle's done.
Oh, Biddle's done.
It's not a safety car. Come on.
That's a 3-second penalty for the full traction. For Yorkie. Meanwhile, Drobal 6 seconds ahead. That was it. That's the tweet. A few gaps opening up in the front now. Nocco still right on the back of Ali Ferrari. And Object not quite able to keep up with these guys on the hard tyres. He's 2.1 seconds back, but he's keeping the gap to Lizard King at around the same. So, Gary.
Yes, mate.
Did you go to work today? Is it a work day or is it work free day?
It's a day off day today. I'm at work tomorrow.
Oh, lovely. Very nice.
I'm not, I'm usually am. I'm working in the warehouse tomorrow. Get to drive a forklift.
Fantastic. As you do.
Devilishly hard forklifts are.
And what tyres does the forklift have? Is it the hards, the mediums, or the softs?
Probably the hards, just like handles so poorly.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
And maybe the steer at the back.
Yeah, some friendly weaving there from Ali Ferrari to keep Nocco behind coming into turn 1. And we go again. Watching this fight on track unfold. Let's have a look.
Very much. It's very much a train now behind Wizard King.
Yeah, down to Rookie, who's 5 seconds off. AMS Drive getting a move done on Fliniesta. That's been an accident.
Yorkie's gone around.
The Yorkie in Sector 1.
The Porky.
The Yorkie. LWS Porky.
Fliniesta's gone round.
And Fliniesta has also gone round, as Gary says. Oh, I'm tired, Gary.
You're that bored of this race already.
Well, I've actually had to go to work today. It's been a hard day, mate.
Don't worry, tomorrow will be hard then with all the.
I'll tell you what, I reckon. To be fair, I do half days on Friday. Well, I'd say half days. 5 hours? I do 5 hours on a Friday. So it's like that's like a full day for you, though, isn't it?
Yeah. I know it's when Tess goes for that. That's their fault. I would be there longer.
Yeah. Well, I'm off next week. Mads had too much holiday, so I've got to take some.
You meant 2 minutes.
I'll use it or lose it.
You mean you've got too many? You've worked too many days, and then like, right, you need to take some days off.
Well, I get a set amount of days off a year. I believe I get 5. So I get 25 days off. And 6 bank holidays.
Oh, Fliniesta's gone again at the back.
Oh, Flinny. Oh, Flinny.
But
Ali Ferrari is really slow in some of these corners. Unfortunately, it looks like he's got the straight line speed advantage over Nocco, who literally he can't get past the man. He's got no ERS, which definitely doesn't help. Ali Ferrari's got 65%. All he needs is a little squirt of that. No, not even that. He's just got the better drive off that last corner, and there's nothing that ERS can do.
Oh. Wizard King's in the box. He pulled the pin first.
Yeah, of course the undercut very powerful here. If you can get it right, if you can get those hard tyres switched on. It could see Lizard King maintaining the position at the very least at the front of that train, unless these guys have something to say about it. Meanwhile, Nocco still can't get past Ali, so let's hop back into this battle for P8. It's been going a few laps now. That is Revengezilla trying to take a position off Brookie, and yeah, Brookie not showing great pace this week. I'll go for.
Everyone's able to. Everyone's on an off day.
Yeah, everyone's allowed an off day. That's not what you do on your outlap, Lizard King.
We haven't talked much about Drobel, have we, David? He's just.
The gap is 7.3 seconds. That's
in
it.
In polite terms,
That's the update.
Fucked off.
Yep, 7.5 seconds. He's ahead. And that's it. Nocco then comes into pits for his stop. It is a bit of an early stop, as does Colin. And who else? Brookie's in. Master Revan also in. Having a pretty good race is the McLaren man.
And yes, just come around again at Spoon.
Oh, Flinny. He's got the look of a man who's forgotten to change his tyre pressures.
I reckon probably the lowest setting possible.
Yeah, every single track now pretty much on running lowest pressures. Cruiser says, so we all agree Japan is not the best track for overtaking. No shit, Sherlock. I mean,
That's an
no,
understatement.
that was unfair. I'm sorry, Cruiser. That was definitely unfair of me. Yes, it's definitely not the best track for overtaking.
Look, he's just got a time pen. Look, Evan's getting that. Oh, did they? Oh my God, Colin.
Context, carry.
Oh, sorry, Colin's just gone around at the end of Degner 2 and has just stopped before hitting the wall.
Yeah, Drobel's in the pits then. Drobel seemingly had lost about the best part of a second to Ali Ferrari in those closing laps. Maybe a small mistake creeping in to the racing. Object Fungus then carries on his hard tyres. He'll probably go another probably 3 or 4 laps on those hards and then come in. As we see, yeah, the guys at the front still on the hards. As Monkey Boy Kurt not only glitches out the race control message but also receives a 5-second for speeding in the pits. Good job, Monkey.
Do we know if he hit the pit wall? Can anyone confirm?
Can anyone confirm? Is there a front wing change? Of course, we know that if there was a front wing change, they wouldn't have done it.
Been on. So he's managed. Good job.
Good job. GG.
Good job. I'll message Monkey later and say, good job I'm not hit the pit wall. I'll probably get a really bad message.
Yep. Oh, that's...
and Monkey's just cracked it.
Oh, Monkey.
On the exit, and it's a safety car.
Oh, Monkey brings out the safety car in all of us.
And that may actually not help football at all.
Hey! I forgot to put that on the intermission screen. Oh dear. Is this a? I didn't even check to see whether this is a full safety car or not. I assume it is.
It is. I can see the yellow dot. Sector.
Yep. Holding up Fliniesta for a while there. So.
Is Object Fungus going to jump Ali?
I suspect he is, but Drobel is in the lead, so he didn't quite lose out.
No. Ali's lost position.
Yeah. And hopefully we're not seeing anyone get drive-throughs. Nope.
Okay, so I think Nocco. I've just watched Nocco give back position to Rob Kelly. I think maybe Nocco went past him as he came out to save the pit lane.
Yeah,
give him back.
Quite possibly. You can obviously you try your best to try and get out in front of people coming out the pit lane, but yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't always work, and sometimes you do have to give the position back. As also, was the case that time.
Also, Zero has actually jumped Bookie as well.
Well, that'll be an interesting finish to this particular race. At the rear end of the points, but it doesn't make it any less exciting in terms of racing. And well, Gary.
Yeah.
I'm pooped. Honestly. Honestly.
I was in the process. Monkey's car was starting to lag a little bit. Very aggressively near the end before he crashed. So I had just about to type, Monkey, I've got to ask you to retire, bud. And he... just before I pressed enter, he then put it in. But I've still sent the message anyway.
He could read your mind.
Oh dear. Yeah, I don't think Aui's going to be too impressed now. And I don't think Drobel will be with this safety car. One, Drobel's lead's gone, and now he's on a harder set of compound of tyre than Object.
But Object's tyres, will they go to the end of the race? Probably, actually. Bidley's not very happy about Monkey Boy taking him out.
What?
Understandably.
Where is this? Is this in the Tier 1 members lounge?
Yeah. If you look in the GIF lounge, apparently R. Kelly may get out of prison after asking judge for a new trial. He is now facing a 10 to 90 year sentence after getting a 30-year sentence a few months ago.
Oh, sorry, Judge. He's right here, right now.
Yeah, he's obviously taken the time out of his busy schedule to race with us. Oh dear. Oh dear, he's going to watch this back and absolutely rinse us in.
It's going to be like, why are you comparing me to him? He's also wearing the fish helmet as well. He must be part of the. He must be a fan of Team Fish Face.
Yeah, well, understandably, everyone's a big fan of Team Fish Face, I hear.
Well, I don't think people were after last night sitting behind fish sticks in a fish train again.
I didn't even know there was a fish train last night, to be honest. I was too busy spinning.
There was.
I was dizzy from the amount of spinning I did.
6 people were stuck behind fish sticks for 15 laps.
That seems about right.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Gary? I'm going to throw in a curveball.
Go on then.
Because it's that time of the week again. It's not been this time of week for quite a while, Gary. But it's time to hear about David's bevy of the week. Because I've run out of other shit to talk about. So,
we could talk about the race.
FPRL is sponsored by David's bevy of the week. This week, Gary, my bevy of the week it's a Jim Beam and a Pepsi Max cherry. There you go. What's Gary drinking for hydration?
Nothing tonight because I'm obviously working tomorrow. So I'm being a responsible
There must be
adult.
fluid of some description.
No fluid there. I thought, okay.
I question your dedication to commentary if you're not bringing a fluid.
I was drinking last night.
No, I'm talking about like water, squash. How are you wetting your whistle?
Nothing.
For God's sake, he's not committed at all, lads. I'm sorry. Cruiser says abolish Team Fish Face.
Yep.
Well, I say.
I think we just need to abolish fish sticks.
How about we abolish Gary?
No. A safety car's in the slap.
Yeah, right. As I was having a swig. I'm gonna have another one, you know. I ain't afraid.
There's a dark cloud coming, David.
Yeah, good for the cloud. As we are underway again, Drobel tried to get a good exit, but he did not catch Object sleeping. Object is right on the back. He's probably not going to be close enough to look for the move into turn one. Drobel has to defend anyway. And we are racing, ladies and gentlemen. Ali Ferrari has been completely caught out at the start, as Rob Kelly is now right behind him on the medium tyres, as Trey, whoever's just joined, and they can fuck off because they ain't part of the league.
Oh!
Off you go, you twat. Anyway, Henkers is losing positions left, right and centre.
Just watch. Well, I think that was more down to Zero throwing one up the inside, up the Dunwich, and kind of making contact. Henkers and forced them wide.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, Brookie,
What's Brookie done there?
Oh, I just knew he's getting out of the way. I think he's got damage. That was an absolute clusterfuck.
Yeah,
Back there now.
Yeah, sensible racing there from Brookie. Real grown-up racing there from Brookie.
Oh, it's out of the way of everyone.
Yeah. So, Master Revan and Yorkie going at it. Revan gets the move done. Yorkie very slow in a straight line. Collins having a look. Is he going to send one into the last corner? He will not. Yorkie really struggling. For whatever reasons, Collins gone round. No, Colin, no! Oh, Brookie's retiring
yeah.
in the pits. I wonder why. Let's look at the gaps. Oh, I'm so sorry. Object Fungus has got past. I'm so sorry we missed that, chat.
I think he must have done it through the first sector, because I was watching him through the middle and, well, the first through the S's, and he wasn't in front there.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I'm not the only person that missed it, as Lexus has had an op at Degna 2. And he is still going. Colin bringing up the rear at the moment then. He's going to have to put his foot down, get his head down, foot down, and get that position up. Meanwhile, the gap between the front two still pretty steady. Drobel definitely has the straight line speed advantage. And it'll be interesting to see what happens when the DRS gets re-enabled, whether or not we can see these two fight, despite the differences in tyres. Ali Ferrari going fastest just before adds one that does a even faster lap. So P6 then at the moment is Nocco's not having a great time on those hards. He is still just behind Ads one, but he's going to have to pull his finger out a little bit to get himself some more points, and I suspect, yeah, he'll be in some sort of fight in the championship. Maybe, I don't know.
I think it's between like Ali Ferrari and I think Nocco, and I think Drive's up there as well.
Oh, and speaking of Drive, he's got past Master Revan, and he's up into the points, albeit with a time penalty. So he's going to have to pull his finger out. Good evening in the chat, Mr. Midfield. Nice to see you here. To see you nice and all that. The gap at the front. Sorry, who was that? That was Yorkie behind Master Rev. Yeah, gap at the front. Still 5 tenths, 6 tenths around there. And DRS will be activated. And yep, looks like there's too much. Not enough road as Strobel nearly loses the rear there. The McLaren driver doing very well to catch it, and that's lost him a crucial couple of attempts to Fungus at the part of the track where he is fastest. The gap now 6 tenths, it's closing, so obviously Object had a bit of a mare going up Dunlop, and Drobel is now nearly back within half a second. He's had another moment out of Degner 2. Oh, Jesus.
Yorkie's just made a great move round the outside in Degner 1.
He's a brave boy. Is the Yorkie. And, well, yeah, he's up in P11, but take nothing away from the man. He's raced very well tonight with full traction. I mean, yeah, he's raced very well tonight.
With medium traction, you mean?
No, full traction. Anyway,
No,
speaking of full traction, let's hop on board with Zilla, who's on the back of Henkers.
Everyone's on full traction.
Oh!
Well,
Henkers has clocked out, and he's not quite lost the wheel.
It hasn't got any damage.
Well, he might do if he drives into the wall.
Let's forgetting to learn how to drive today.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Zilla's got a time penalty.
Yorkie and Zilla.
Drive's gone round. Oh, drive's gone round in turn 1.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
There you have it,
Yorkie's
Yorkie. Yorkie 9 seconds. Wasn't there a driver with 6 seconds? Oh, I suppose that's probably Yorkie.
How has he got 9 seconds?
It's absolutely shocking.
Oh.
Oh, Zilla. Oh, Zilla. What's he done? What's he done there, then? Has he got damage?
I don't know. No, he didn't spin. He just stopped on the outside of Degner 2.
Interesting. So he carries on. He's now behind his teammate, this man here, the Colin, who's close on track. Well, who else but these front two? Drobel within 3.5 tenths. He's got the DRS. Object is weaving. Drobel tries to go around the outside of turn 1. Might get the switchback, but no. Object manages to keep it out of that. Keep it out of trouble. As Zilla's binned it somewhere. Where did Zilla bin it? I can't see his car.
He's crashed into. He's cut the final chicane and crashed it into the pit wall.
Oh, fantastic.
I've just watched him do it.
Fantastic. Well, that's another safety car.
Yep, and he's left the session straight away. Well, I guess we'll see everyone coming into the box now. Putting a set of softs on, which is going to ruin the complete end of this race.
Yeah, I don't know if we will see people pit. Oh, there you go. There's your answer. Object Fungus comes into pits.
He's nearly just done a He's just nearly done a monkey. That was Ali's in. Oh, Strobel messed this up.
Oh,
Ali!
Oh, Ali.
We can't even take that now. Even though he should be able to. The game should allow him to choose to take it straight away. Stupid game.
So, Gary, what's your favourite place you've ever been on holiday?
Well, I've only been abroad one time in my life.
I'm not judging. I did mean either at home or abroad.
Well, it's definitely going to be abroad. It's to New Zealand for a month.
That's fucking quality, mate. Did they sort out their problem with Sauron and the hobbits?
To be fair, I did go up the mountain that is filmed on, and we were in the camper van. We parked at the bottom, and there's a ski lift to get up to the top. And I remember getting on the ski lift to go to the top, and the change of temperature that's just cold to hot to cold was so drastic. I know at the top of the hill I was wearing shorts. I had to go and buy like a new outfit when I got up to the top. It was horrendously cold. Who's that in the pits? That's Lexus, I think, is in the pits.
Yeah. Get that.
It's like with New Zealand, like we've got like it was such a surreal experience going around New Zealand because it's like wilderness everywhere. It's like it's just incredible sights and sights everywhere. One of those countries I would love to go back to, but it's so damn expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Undoubtedly a beautiful country. I would like to go one day.
I think it's $5,000 that you're looking for just the flights.
Oh, sod it, let's go tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like when we went, it was a 23-hour flight. It was 18 hours to South Korea, Seoul. You stay there for the night, and then next morning you fly out to Auckland. So it's a long old flight.
Very nice. So it seems about half the field have decided to pit, the other half not. That means that Drobel is the man in the lead at the moment.
You have to hold on for 3 laps.
Yeah, Object Fungus down in P6, but fresh softs could really help the cause. Oh, R. Kelly's he's defrauded himself as Object Fungus is alongside Fliniesta at the restart. He's going to go side by side into turn 1. Fliniesta tries to fight it, keeps it on the outside, and he's get the move done now up into P5. Let's continue to follow Object Fungus as he tries to fight his way through the field. You can see how much more grip he has than the man in front.
If there's anyone who's having a good race here now, it is... Oh, who's on the back? Lizard King's gone off.
Oh, Lizard King.
And Henker's taken... Is that Henker's with him? Oh no, the 2 Alfa Romeos have come to blows.
Not ideal, as there's been a couple of swaps as AMS Drive loses out to Fliniesta at the hairpin. Meanwhile, we'll hop back on with Object Fungus, who's got past Master Revan brilliantly
now.
Up the Dunlop's curve. So just 3 more people to overtake. He's got Yorkie ahead of him at the moment, who's in P3. And Object's going up the inside into the last chicane. That was a little bit forceful.
And Yorkie's cut the corner.
And Yorkie's cut the corner.
Still flag behind. I think that's Lexus. Lexus dropped it out of 130 off.
Oh, he's dropped it and he's out. Oh, yikes.
But I've got to say something right now. Rob Kelly is doing really well to hold on to his P2. This could be a podium on his debut.
Yeah, it could be a very good story indeed. We've got less than 2 laps to go. Object Fungus still right behind Yorkie. He's going to have to make the move somewhere soon if he wants to get himself back up into the lead. And I don't think it's going to happen at this rate. We'll see the difference in traction off the corner. Object Fungus, there you go, goes around the outside of Yorkie and pulls back across. He's got the move done. So Object now round Spoon for the second to last time. He's got Rob Kelly in front of him. 8 tenths is the gap. He is catching, but not in the straight. To be fair, Rob Kelly is catching back up slightly to Drobel. But really, on this last lap, Object needed to really get past Rob Kelly. Coming into turn 1, he's going to really struggle to get past both of these drivers on this lap. Let's move further back. We see Nocco, who is on the back of Revan. Is he going to go around the outside into turn 4? Yes, he is. Good move there from Nocco. Fliniesta now on the back of Master Revan. Revan now struggling maybe a little on those tyres. They've done 13 laps.
Don't think he really needs to fight his positions because everyone around him's got penalties.
Yep,
so he's going to regain the position.
Object tried to go up the inside of Rob Kelly at the hairpin, but Rob Kelly's having none of it.
On Rob Kelly, show him what you're made of.
Yep, he's going round the outside at Spoon.
This could be a Vettel incident again.
Object pulls out, but on the exit. Whoa, what was that about?
Rob Kelly's got the straight line speed. It's going to be a drag race down the end. Object's trying to find a way through.
It's going to have to be big balls. He's got down the inside. There's contact. Oh, and Rob Kelly comes away.
Drobel's going to win it.
Drobel wins from Rob Kelly in second. Object not very happy. Crosses the line in third. Revan takes P4 in a fantastic result for the McLarens.
Up the McLarens, yes. Wow, that was... Oh my god.
I think we all needed to see that.
That was a great battle between Rob and Object. Object making his match. Williams on the podium. Whoever thought you'd see that?
Spa 2021, Gary.
Oh yeah, yeah, but that was not a proper race.
It was indeed a proper podium. So suck it. Anyway, that is your results for this evening. Yeah, there you go. Top 10 go for Flynn, Nocco, Ads, Colin, Drive, Revan, Fungus, Rob Kelly, and your winner is Drobel. Well, Gary, um, in case you've not invited anyone,
Doing it now. It was just
I don't really fancy
recent.
doing interviews, to be honest.
What do you mean? You can't do that.
Well, you can do the interviews if you want, but I'm not.
David Sadface. Is here.
David's sick of the shit in the fucking Discord face. Honestly, I'm fucking sick of it. Absolutely fucking sick of it.
Let it out, David. Hey, it's still on stream, David. Oh, okay. Fire away, David. We're just waiting for Drobel. I don't think Drobel's gonna get here. I think David was gonna come with us, so we'll get this started. Yeah, so lovely shot. He's just putting the McLaren chat that he's not doing it. I've just seen it. Right, so let's get this started. We'll start with our third place man, which is Object Fungus. So Object Fungus, a little bit of a tense ending there for you at the end.
Sorry, what's the question?
I said there's a bit of a tense ending there with your battle with Rob Kelly at the end there.
Yeah, I was not really happy after the restart. I had a tough decision to make. It was either stay out and Joe will pit it, and I know that he was a lot faster than me, so I was not too sure. So I pitted and was looking how many other people pitted. I had four people separating us. Some of them were just on older tires, some of them had penalties. I was trying to make my way back up as fast as possible. I think I did a pretty good job on the first lap, already being in the top 4, but then I just had to make my way up. I had to do some risky moves, and I just don't think that it's on when people have a very big amount of time penalties to then defend a car that is on fresher tires, clearly faster right now. And then I know it was a bit of a controversial one going into the chicane, but I was ahead. You just can't cut the corner and then stay ahead. He got 10 seconds worth of penalty or whatever he got there, but that really just fucked me over. I had to stay in the dirty air. I couldn't make the move as fast as I wanted to. Was then low on ERS trying to fight with Rob Kelly. The battle with Rob Kelly was fine, but I think that was not the right decision that was made there on track by the drivers. So not really happy. Object Fungus right now.
Yeah, you've heard it all here first time all season. We got a sad Object Fungus, upset, angry. So we'll get into qualifying Object. Not your usual display of dominance. Usually you are more at the front. Was it just lack of practice or just not really too keen on this track?
It was a bit of a mixture of both. I wanted to get practice in for this track. I got 40 minutes or something, and only did race practice. And didn't know exactly how the car will feel on low fuel and how it will handle. And well, then I put a lap together. I was okay with the lap. It was not the best lap, but P3 was a decent result. I think Drobel was just on a whole nother level in the qualifying. And then opted for the alternative strategy. Ali Ferrari was doing a little bit of a Sunday drive in front of us, just making the gap be massive between Drobel and Ali Ferrari. And I got a bit lucky with the timing of the safety car, and then I had to do the move on Drobel. We both left each other space. It was a hard but very fair battle. going for 2 laps or whatever it was. Yeah, that's basically my race summed up. I'll say a lot more.
Yeah, and my final question will always be the same. Obviously, next race is round 19, and we're at USA, Texas, Austin. I remember last year it wasn't really the best track for yourself.
Last year was shit. That's the difference.
I think the whole of last year was shit for you.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I'm not the biggest fan. I'll probably say again, I'll need to get some practice. We'll not get it in. We'll probably finish the same as this. Well, let's just hope for the best and for a clean race.
Yeah, and well, I think me and David's simmering off and to do something. I think we'll both have a great P3 again, and thank you for at least giving us some kind of action at the end with those last 2 to 3 laps of all those overtakes.
Yeah, no worries.
And there we go. Now we're going to jump on to our debutant, his first race in this league, Rob Kelly. Not to confuse him with R. Kelly. We'll not call him that anymore. So Rob, first race in probably one of the hardest tracks, and a podium, and also holding off our champion. So how do you feel?
Yeah, the race was going alright. Started on the hards, same as what Fungus did. Safety car helped me as well, but yeah, I think on the last safety car, my plan was just try and get a good restart to try and put some pressure on Drobel, but I had like the throttle limiter, so I couldn't get on the power out of the last corner, so that was sort of bugging me a little bit. But yeah, the battle with Fungus, I really enjoyed. Nice to race the champion, I guess.
Yeah, he's been untouchable all season. So yeah, for somebody to come in and make his life a bit of not misery, but give him a challenge, I think he'll like that. Obviously, I'm trying to think of questions for you. We don't usually have our debutants on the podium, so we usually know everyone. Should we go through your qualifying? Just a quick mention of your qualifying. A very good pace in qualifying. I think it was P6, was it?
Yeah, P6 I think it was.
Yeah, so it's a great qualifying to get into Q3. At one point, I think you were in front of Object and some of the other quicker guys like Brookie as well, who's usually up there. So, was there any more time you could have found in that lap, or was that like the top lap that you could have pulled out?
Yeah, I think my lap was about like 3/10 off my time trial lap. So there was like a little bit more time, but like I only think I would have gained maybe 1 or 2 spots because like the top 4 were in the 28s, and I mean that's mad pace. I don't think I really had the pace to battle with those guys in qualifying, but maybe 1 or 2 places, but it didn't seem to make much difference in the end.
Yeah, and my final question will be the same as I did to Object. Obviously you're reserve. Hopefully we get to see you in Austin, Texas. If you do make it, is it a good track for yourself, or are you just gonna take it how it comes?
So I'm not really great at many tracks. I'm all right at most of them. So we'll just see how it goes, and pace will be relative to everybody else pretty much.
Yeah, and I think me and David will both again give you a round of applause for getting on the podium. So hopefully for many more. And I'll quickly bring on, as he's not been able to come for the interview, we'll quickly mention Drobel. Hasn't unfortunately got the Grand Slam. Object Fungus had stolen its fastest lap, but Drobel had dominated the whole race week. Whole race win, just led the most laps, just honestly just out of this world, and another league to everyone else today. Yeah, he just done what he needed to do. So yeah, congrats again, Drobel. Shame he can't get your interview and stuff, but I think that's it. I think I'll end the thing. David, are you here? god, this is gonna be awkward. How am I
Yeah.
gonna end the stream? And oh, never mind. He's here. He's here. He's back. You can talk, David.
Yeah, who's your driver of the day?
Oh, well, my driver day is going to go to Master V-Van. At one
Revan.
point, was nearly being...
Call yourself a
Revan.
Star Wars fan, Gary. Revan.
Shut up. I was talking to him in the McLaren garage, and he was joking around saying at one point he was so far behind first place, he thought that the McLaren behind him was lapped, and he was leading.
Yeah.
So to come back to P4 is just incredible result for himself, and it's a great result for the McLaren boys, 1 and a 4. So I'm going to give it to Master Regan.
Yeah, fair play. I think well deserved. Yeah, that's about it for me. So well done to podium sitters. That's been it for tonight. Tune in tomorrow, 8 o'clock, for the Tier 2 race. Whoever's on it, I don't know yet. But anyway, that's all we got time for. Thank you very much. I'm being David Lowface, joined by Silverside Boy, who's not paying attention. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And good night.